Hello, and welcome to the Star Power Cast, the definitive podcast for the game of Star Power Baseball, a game for generations where your fantasy baseball comes to life on the tabletop. We'll also discuss the history of baseball and just the present state of the game itself. I'm Jim Trovo, the baseball nerd, and I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, Cincinnati Dennis. We hope you all enjoy the show. Okay, welcome back to the Star Power Cast. I'm your host, Jim Trovo, the baseball nerd, and joined by my co-host, Cincinnati Dennis. How are you doing?
Amazing, man. Everything's wonderful. I'm eating a Twix. I think the left side.
Oh, the lefts are the best. Unless you're a right person, then that's the best.
Mm-hmm.
And that is about as political I'm going to get. Political Twix commentary at the beginning of the show here, right?
Tasty little booger.
There we go. So we haven't been on the show for about a month. We recorded one about 2 weeks ago, but there were audio issues and we've just been kind of slow about re-recording it. I thought I was going to put it out, but there was just too much of an echo thing going on, and I just didn't want poor audio quality out there. I think we're past that. But you know, hey, this is how independent podcasts go. Sometimes you just miss your deadline, even though we don't really have a deadline, so to speak. But here we are. We're going to talk about some baseball.
I'm ready.
Yeah. So let's talk about what's new in Star Power Baseball at the moment. What do we have going on right now?
First of all, we've got a lot of the all-star baseball from the 60s, 50s, 70s being reprinted onto all-star baseball cards, onto Star Power Baseball backgrounds.
Fun.
So you can use them on your Star Power game board, or as two people have now found out, you can get the All-Star Baseball game board reprint, only I don't use Wrigley Field, I use Ebbets Field. And we've got a couple of those out there. People seem to enjoy that with just a couple of spinners on them and the Catico code on them. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
We also have a lot of new All-Star teams coming out.
Excellent.
The Negro League All-Star teams, National American, they're Sky and Storm, and they're listed in the catalog under Fire and Ice.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, 1937 is what I'm working on right now, and I'm just about finished with the Negro National League. And the first two cards I got to make, I always make the catcher and the first baseman first. And when the first two cards you make are Josh Gibson and Buck Leonard, it's going to be a good set.
And if you haven't seen these cards lately, everybody, Cincinnati Dennis has discovered the power of AI.
And what's so great is you don't have great pictures of your Negro League players.
No.
I mean, some of the Hall of Famers, yeah, you might have a good Satchel Paige or a Josh Gibson, Cool Papa Bell, but you get into the obscurities and you do not get good pictures. You might just get a facial picture of, let's say, a Sammy Hughes or a Walter Kennedy. And they're very difficult to, how about this guy, Terrace McDuffie? Have you ever heard of Terrace McDuffie?
Who hasn't heard of Terrace McDuffie?
There you go. A picture from the 30s. And no, you can't find anything on him. So I get the facial picture or a blurry picture and I ask AI to clean it up. And now we have a pretty good idea of what this guy looked like. And it's a lot of fun to do.
You know what's really cool with that?
That one, yeah.
You know what's really cool with that too is you can also do that from older cards or older guys from the 1870s, 80s, 90s where it's difficult to find something.
You betcha, you sure can. And it adds a lot of, what do you say, visual to our game now.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Because you don't know what these guys really look like. And all you see is maybe a picture in a frontier newspaper where the guy was it. And now you got an idea of what this guy looked like in a baseball game.
Well, you could look at the guys from the 1880s and 1890s. They all have that prototypical combed over part with hair goo and the big mustache, and they all look the same.
Yeah, until you AI them, and then all of a sudden they come to life.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's beautiful. It's really cool.
I think they're great looking cards, man. I appreciate them. I really do.
And they take a little longer to make, but I think the effort's worth it, and I'm not raising the price on it.
I also think we're at the point, too, with our game and our content that we have a lot of stuff. And so The only things we have to really focus on rejuvenating every year are the rookie cards, some guys that we haven't made that are present day players, the playoff teams, and that's timely. That's in a certain time of the year, right? So
Right.
when we have spare time like this, and I haven't been really working on baseball stuff, but when we have spare time like this, we can kind of work on a slow pace. I actually, and I don't think we've talked about this too much on the podcast. I know this is our Star Power Baseball podcast, but Star Power, our brand, I guess, is sort of as you want to put it. I have been working on a basketball game, and we're going to
And
call
that's
it.
exciting too. He's every time that he comes up with a new idea, I hear about it even before he's even here. I'm going to do this. It's like, yeah, this sounds good.
So if you're, I think by this summer I will have maybe a couple playtest cards sets that if you are interested in playing it and playtesting it, I'll try to get a quasi rule book put out there for you. And if you are interested in it, let me know. Let us know. It's not a
Maybe
spin.
get a couple beta. Maybe you get a couple beta testers
Yeah,
for
we
us.
do. It's not a spin game. It's a dice rolling game. So much different than Star Power Baseball and the cards with the spinner. We use percentage dice, so it's a different feel. I like to classify it as a role playing sports game where you put yourself into the players and decide what you want to do. So it's pretty cool. So that's on the future horizon pretty soon. Also, what's going on in Star Power World is the Star Power Challenge for the month of May, and that is going to be, in case you haven't heard, the 1930s Midnight Noir versus the 1990s .com Squad. And so that would be the May challenge if you're interested in that. We previously had in April, it was the 1970s Disco Diamonds versus the 1890s National Monopoly. Is that correct? No. I'm sorry.
Now, didn't you play that
No. I'm sorry. It was the 1910s.
1910s and 1970s?
Yes, but there's been so much so far. This is the 5th month we're going. So there's been 10 teams
So
now that we've done. So I'm getting I'm losing track here. I have my
yeah,
own tournament going on personally, and I've talked to a couple of people out there that have their own going on, especially Richard Supon, who's been posting crazy. He's not crazy. He's just like posting like crazy about his tournament, which is awesome, giving lots of content. Just like Gabriel Garnica gives us content a lot for stats and everything. But Supon's been heavily busy with this. I got to play a game with him that I mentioned before, I believe, and it's just kind of cool to see what's out there. I think once we get through the preliminaries, right? Once we get through the first round, I will then announce the teams that have made it to the next round, right? So that would be,
that sounds good.
yeah,
Sounds
we'll take
Or
18.
we'll do something different if we're tired of decade teams. We'll do something different.
We'll
Star Power
do.
Challenge is Star Power
Well,
Challenge.
by the time we get to the 8th, ninth month, if you've been playing, you're going to have the teams, and so
You betcha.
you're going to have I do like an 18 playoff where it's like, hey, this is the bracket here, and you can just bracket it off to see
Yeah.
who wins. I have a different thing going on in
We
my
got our
world.
thoughts and prayers out there to Soup out there, Richard Supon. He's going through some real serious back trouble,
Oh,
and kind of lays him out, lays him down. So let's have him thoughts and prayers for Soup.
you'll get well out there, please.
Yes, he's a good guy, man. He's a good guy. I like him. Okay, the other stuff in Star Power Baseball. Here you go. And this is the big one. I have begun working on the 2027 rule book. And if you've got the old rule book, the advanced game is not going to change one iota. It's going to have more added to it, like we always do. But you're playing the advanced game right now, or what we're going to call the star power level game. You're there. You're already going down the rabbit hole. The rule book will be easier to navigate, and it will be split into the parts that I'm going to describe. First part of the rule book is going to be called rookie ball. Okay, that's where basic thing happens. You take the game out of the box, you put the cards in the spinner, and you play, and you're ready to go. Doesn't take a whole lot of thought. Doesn't take a whole lot of effort. You just put the cards in, spin the pitcher, spin the batter, move your base runners around. Very simple, and it gets you into knowing what the numbers mean and what the major letters mean. Then we have the second level of play, which is after you've totally bored yourself with rookie ball, you're going to go to pro ball. And pro ball, the pro level, is going to be the bread and butter of the game. That's where we're not going to use strategy cards, but we're going to introduce the 3 card. We're going to introduce the righty lefty matchup with the lines, and we're going to introduce the respins. Those 3 things are going to go into the pro level of Star Power Baseball. The 3 card will not be what the 3 card has, the 5 different cards with it. It's going to be coded on the batting key itself, because we're not going to introduce the strategy cards at this point. The strategy cards will come in the Star Power level. Star Power Baseball, what it really is all about. The game that Gentry loves to play and hates to play, because sometimes it's a win and sometimes it's a loss, and we all hate to lose. What all of you people out there want to do, not all of you, most of you want, is to go down that rabbit hole of advanced type realistic baseball. So today I got on a website and I said, asked a question, please compare Star Power Baseball with APBA and Stratomatic. And the consensus on the websites are that Star Power Baseball is not as in-depth as Stratomatic, not as super simple as APBA, but far more visually appealing and far quicker to learn than either of the other, and at the advanced level gets as deep or deeper than Stratomatic.
Well,
so
good.
There's the opinions out there.
Well, good. That's right where we want to be.
It's exactly where we want to be. And I'm going to tell you that the more that I work on these cards, the prettier they get. And you guys out there are keep pushing me to do better and better and better. And I love it. And I'm going to do better and better and better as it goes on. So anyway,
Excellent.
That's what's happening in Star Power Baseball. The 2027 game should be released around Thanksgiving, just in time for Christmas. And there's going to be more cards than ever in the game. You're going to get the 2026 All-Stars, American and National League. You're going to get 2 All-Star teams from the past. You're going to get the World Series 2 teams from this year in the new Star Power Baseball game.
All right. Sounds great.
Isn't that exciting? Yes. I'm pumped. I'm excited about the new Star Power stuff. So anyway, that's what's happening in Star Power Baseball. You got anything else happening for us, Gentro?
No, that's it. So we haven't talked about the baseball season at all. We kind of made our predictions earlier on, but like now that the season's a month into its length here, let's talk about just some teams and players and stuff that we want to just discuss. And let's go with just divisions here. We'll go from east to central to west, right? And we'll kind of go from AL to NL with focuses on AL then NL, right? So let's talk about the AL East first. Now, last time we recorded this podcast, I got really upset with the Yankees because 2.5 weeks ago, I was saying, Yankees, you stink. And that was my phrase, you stink. Now, flash forward 2.5 weeks later, and maybe this is the reason I didn't want to publish that one recorded episode, is the Yankees are on a tear, right? They're starting to hit a lot better. They're pitching solid. They don't have a great bullpen. They still don't have a great bullpen. But Ben Rice's 2026 season is his coming out party to be like, hey, I'm the new Yankees first baseman, you know? So the Yankees are solid right now in the AL East.
They're the best team in the American League.
Right now, yes. I would, yes, by far. And the next team closest to them is the team that's in second, and that's the Tampa Bay Rays. And the Rays are doing what the Rays do with the statistics and measuring players, finding these people that nobody knows about and making a great team based on that. They have Yandy Diaz, who's the old wizened veteran that's having a great year. Junior Camanero's being the all-star Junior Caminero. They have Shane McClanahan back, who's been a great starter for them. Their starting pitching is pretty solid. And it's really, really
Yes.
good. And their
No
bullpens,
holes.
their
No holes.
their bullpen's okay. They got some holes in the bullpen, but still,
That's the Reds played them a series, and I watched every game. And the starting pitching stopped the Reds in their tracks. But once they got to the bullpen, the Reds owned them.
and like I normally don't like the Rays, but here's why I kind of like their team. They have in their lineup, they have a guy that can do a certain thing, right? So Jonathan Aranda is the RBI guy, right? Chandler Simpson is the fast, speedy guy. Yandy Diaz is the old veteran that can hit for average. Junior Caminero is the guy that has the power, right? So like they have a lineup with different pieces of the puzzle that they're working with, and their pitching's kind of the same way. So the Rays are like if I got to see the Rays on paper and use them as a star power cards or their star power team, they'd be fun to use because they're interchangeable. I like them a lot. I like the Rays this year. I like their club, what they've done with the team, and I normally don't, right? And so yeah. So the
I'll
next,
tell you one guy that's just blowing me away for him. Nick Martinez, who the Reds let go.
he's just one of those guys that sometimes has a great season, then just kind of doesn't have a good season. He's just one of those 500 pitchers,
He pitched a one-hitter against the Reds, and his ERA plus right now is 2.51.
I would say he's having one of his better seasons then right now.
As start. Now, he's only started 6 games. He's only pitched 37 innings, so he's going
That's a
6
lot.
innings a start.
That's a lot. I mean, the
a
leaders
good
have
sample
upper
size.
40s. Yeah.
He pitches to contact. He's 5.8 Ks per 9, but the guy is 2-1 in 6 games, and I want to say in those 6 games they're 4-2.
Yeah. No, so the Rays are solid. They look playoff bound. All right,
They
third
do.
place, and in the third place we got the Toronto Blue Jays, who do not look as good as they did last year. They got Vladdy being Vladdy, but without the power. He's hitting for average, but he just doesn't have those home runs, man. 2 home runs and 15 RBI is just not going to cut it. But if you look at his walk strikeout ratio, he's Vladdy being Vladdy. He's the reincarnation of his dad essentially right now.
He's
And
still on a 30 homer pace. He's going to hit 30.
2 home runs, he's on an 18 to 20 homer pace.
He's going to hit 30.
Maybe if he finds his stroke, yeah. The guy that's really power for them right now is the Japanese import they got, Kazuma Okamoto. He's good. He's got 8 home runs and 20 RBI.
They also got Springer back the other day.
No, he left yesterday. Did you see that?
Oh no!
Yeah, he went right back out because he fouled a ball off of that same foot,
Oh boy!
and he's gone. Yeah, Springer's being Springer this year, man, and it's not the Springer of last year by any means whatsoever.
Yeah.
Ernie Clement's still good for him though. He's solid. And then I kind of like Jesus Sanchez in right field for him, replacing the Anthony Santander, who's been hurt for them the whole time. The things that the Blue Jays got going for them, they're 1-2 back-to-back pitchers with Kevin Gausman and De La Cease.
Yes.
Those-
Good pickups, both of them. They were perfect.
Yeah, well, they've had Gausman.
Yeah.
And Gosman's just on fire.
Cease leading the league in strikeouts,
He is with 56. Yeah, 13.
averaging 13.1
Yeah.
per 9.
yeah,
That's ridiculous.
yeah. So those
That is ridiculous.
So the Jays are definitely in the hunt because they got, I think with playoff teams, if you have that 1 and 2 starter and you have them all year, you're going to be playoff bound because those are 2 games that your team's always going to go in there with the mentality of like, we're going to win this, and when you don't,
yeah,
it
team
stinks.
ERA of 4.23 is really good.
Yeah.
And
Now-
they're 107 plus, so they're above league average. It's just
Yeah.
it's
They haven't
the
they
wrong
haven't
season,
found their
man.
stride, man. They haven't found their stride, right? So
Agreed.
and the Yankees and the Rays don't look like they're going to topple anytime soon. But hey, we're only a
Not
month. We're only a month
anytime
into the season.
We're
Now
only
the-
a month in.
Now the next 2 teams don't really need to spend too much time on it, just for sheer disappointment. And we'll start with the Orioles, who their starting pitching is just atrocious. It's bad. Their offense is not very good at all. Pete Alonso, he had a good weekend against the Yankees this weekend, but I don't know. The only hitter they really got going for him is Taylor Ward.
Yeah.
And he's a early 30s left fielder that they got from the Angels, and he only has 1 home run. He just has a lot of doubles, right? So their offense isn't there. Like Adley Rutschman's hitting 313 with a 161 OPS plus, but he's only played only played 18 games.
Yeah.
So the Orioles are a disappointment. I think that team in another year or 2, if they're going to do this, they're going to sell it. They're going to sell off all those guys, man. You won't see Rutschman. I don't think you'll see Henderson. I think they're just going to rebuild again.
I think they'll keep Henderson.
Maybe, because if he's going to hit, if Henderson is a 110 OPS plus guy, I bet they get rid of him. If he's a 130 OPS plus guy, 140 OPS, then they'll keep him. But if he's going to start to decline already, then they'll probably get rid of him. And Boston,
Yeah, JR is a big fan of his. JR thinks he's amazing.
I love Gunnar Henderson. I really do. He's just not been consistent so far in regards to the productivity, but I think he's a flash player. Like he'll have these flashes and outbursts of just greatness, and then he'll just kind of slide off for 3-4 games in a row. And that's baseball, you know? The Red Sox are terrible, and I am not disappointed about that at all.
Well, they fired their manager.
Which is weird.
In April. They fired their manager in April.
And they even brought him back under like controversy. I just don't understand the Red Sox.
When you fire your manager in April, that's saying something.
They have nobody. Like they got Roman Anthony, who should be the future of this team, and he's not doing bad. Like what is he doing? 233 with it. Yeah, he's not doing. He's 95 OPS plus. He's not what we thought he was going to be right now.
But the first pitch that he saw this season, he hit a base hit. First pitch.
Great. You know, I mean, their best player is a 34-year-old Wilson Contreras, man. Like they just don't have a solid guy right now, and it's kind of sad. And Garrett Crochet's on the IL, Sonny Gray's on the IL. I don't know. I just disappointing Red Sox season.
Crochet just went on the IL, didn't he?
Yeah. Speaking of, let's stick with the theme of disappointment here, and we're going to go to the NL East, and we're going to talk about the two bottom teams. The first one, this team's not in last place, and they've won 4 or 5 games in a row with their new manager. It's the Philadelphia Phillies with the new manager Don Mattingly.
They jumped a little bit, yeah.
They jumped a bit.
They're 13 and 20.
Is Bryce Harper done being a superstar? That's the question.
I think Bryce Harper might have another year in him, but it's not this year.
You think he's going to be
33.
just a...
He's 33, and they test for steroids, so you're not going to see a Barry Bonds type performance. And he's not the big muscle guy like Kyle Schwarber, where he's going to be 220 and 50 homers. Bryce Harper is not that guy. He's too proud to be a 220 hitter.
Yeah. And he's got 4 or 5 seasons on that contract left with the Phillies. So
that's and you look at it now. If Bryce Harper calls it a day at age 33, is he a Hall of Famer?
At this point, no. He needs to get 500 home runs.
Okay,
that's like
that's not going to be easy.
No, it's not. But he's got to get for Harper to be a Hall of Famer because he's had 2 MVPs. He hasn't won a World Series, but he has been a stud for over a decade. He's been a top tier player for over a decade. He's definitely in his decline right now, I believe.
Okay, he needs 130 homers to get 500,
and he's got 5 years left.
That's 5 seasons of 25.
I think he can do it, but he does have seasons where his power does fall off sometimes. I mean, he's only hit over 40 home runs once. So Bryce Harper's not a big-time home run hitter. He hits home runs. Harper is just a well-balanced hitter is what he is.
Well, he's got an OPS lifetime of 904. That's stout.
No, he's awesome. He's great. And that should be a Hall of Famer.
OPS plus. Yeah.
Here's a question. Let's compare Bryce Harper to Joey Votto.
Okay.
They're kind of the same guy, no?
Not really. Bryce Harper's on-base percentage is about 40 points lower than Joey Votto, and his slugging is right there the same. So Joey Votto's actually just a hair better.
Well, Bryce Harper has just a hair better, right? And so is Joey Votto a Hall of Famer?
The way they're talking Joey up now and as much publicity as he's getting and he's going to do in the shows, yeah, Joey's a Hall of Famer.
Okay. Here's a question: Kyle Schwarber. If Kyle Schwarber hits 500 bombs, is he a Hall of Famer?
Tough call right there. Today is a different day, and no, I don't think so. I think he's got to hit 600.
600 bombs.
If you're going to bat 220 and get in the Hall of Fame, you better hit 600.
Because he's at 351.
Yeah, and he's the same age as Bryce Harper.
Okay. I think Schwarber finishes right around 520, something like that.
And I think you're going to see that those 220 hitters don't get in at 500.
Yeah, that's going to be.
That's going
to be interesting. Christopher Sanchez has been great for the Phillies.
Yeah.
Solid. He's about one of the best things he's got going for them. They DFA'd Taiwan Walker. I think Taiwan Walker is officially done.
Yeah.
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 And here's the thing. Here's the worst team. No. Before we get to the worst team, here's just another plain bad team in the NL East. It's the Washington Nationals. They got pretty good hitting. I'd say decent hitting. They got two main guys really, C.J. Abrams and James Wood.
C.J. Abrams is good.
Yeah.
That guy's a ball player, man. He's good. I watched him play the other day. He's good. He's fun to watch.
Somebody's got to pick him up. And you're talking about how the Dodgers are going to get Elly De La Cruz. Dude, the Dodgers might go after C.J. Abrams, man. Because,
Ellie's not free for another 2 years. So
C.J. Abrams, this is his. He started so 1, 2, 3. This is his 5th year, so he's probably another year with the Nationals.
Yeah.
And Abrams
or traded.
Or trade. Like Abrams is a guy that would kind of go under the radar, and you would not have to spend the money you would have to spend to get De La Cruz.
Yeah, the Dodgers, if they pick up De La Cruz, they're going to pay him $60.
James Wood, dude, he's only hitting 238.
James Wood's a stud.
But his OBP is 393. He's leading the league in walks with 31 in the National League.
He is a superstar in the making.
Yeah. James Wood is legit. And
what's his age? 24?
23.
23, 24.
Yeah. Now here's an up story for the Nationals. They got a starting pitcher, age 30-year-old guy named Foster Griffin.
Yep.
Foster Griffin, who's been he played in Japan for like the last 3 years, didn't really do much in the majors before that in 2020 and beyond. The dude is 3-1, 7 games started, 39 innings pitched, 1.81 ERA plus right now.
Yeah, 2.27 ERA.
Yeah, man, he's doing great for him.
Here's one on there that I like. I like that they got two real, to my opinion, total loser pitchers, Zach Littell and Miles Michaelis.
Littell, isn't he injured, or is he? I thought he was done. I thought Littell got injured.
No, Littell right now is
he's still playing. Okay,
28 points.
Oh gosh, yeah, they're terrible.
He's horrible. He's got an ERA of 7.85.
Yeah,
and Michaelis is right there with him at 8.23.
All right, now here's the worst.
1.74.
I'm just gonna say it. Here's the worst team in the league right now: the New York Mets.
Yes, is that amazing?
They won. They beat the Angels today on a Sunday. This is May 3rd, our recording day. They beat the Angels today. I saw that. But when I was watching their lineup, their third place hitter, the best hitter you're supposed to put in the lineup, right? Either the 2-hole or the 3-hole. Their 3-hole hitter today was hitting 220-ish, was 0 home runs, and no RBIs, and it was Austin Slater.
Austin Slater.
It was like, guys, you're putting Austin Slater in the 3-hole. What is going on with his team?
He's had 7 at bats this year. You're putting him in the 3-hole.
Well, he was hitting 429 before today. Now he's hitting in the 220s. But
okay.
I don't know. Marvientos hit 2 home runs today. Hopefully he gets it turned around. The Mets starting lineup, besides Juan Soto, has no players with an OPS over 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Their starting pitching.
Their payroll is unbelievable.
Their starting pitching is fun, though. I mean, Clay Holmes has been great. Freddie Peralta's been great. Nolan McLean's been great. Devin Williams, terrible.
Devin Williams, boy, he just closed.
Luke Weaver, terrible.
The door just shut on Devin Williams. It just shut. He was so good for a while, and he's gone. And that's typical of a relief pitcher, though. They hit the wall because they get used so much, and that arm's only got so many throws in it at full tilt, and they come in throwing full tilt.
Yep.
So yeah, I get it.
Now
Devin had a good career. Call it a day.
Yep. Here's
with an ERA plus of 58 and a WHIP of 2.1. It's time to call it a day.
Yeah, you're close to being done. Here's a team that I'm enjoying as well. And again, it's a Florida team, and I do not like Florida baseball teams at all. I can't explain it. Well, I can. It's the 03 season and the 97 season, but those are different stories. But the Florida Marlins are a fun team to watch.
They're good and they're not good, but they can beat you any day.
They got a young player that I like a lot, and he's the second baseman, and it's Xavier Edwards.
Good ball
This kid's a ball player, and I like watching them. Also, their shortstop is fun to watch, Otto Lopez.
Their shortstop is very, very talented.
Yeah.
Very talented.
Yeah.
He is, and he can hit a ton. He tore us up. He destroyed us.
And then Sandy Alcantara is back. He is officially back.
Sandy Alcantara?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to be gone. They'll trade him.
Yeah. Their starting pitching's working. They got a reliever in their bullpen who's has a 6.54 ERA plus.
That's another thing. Tampa Bay doesn't have much of a bullpen. If you get to the bullpen in Tampa Bay, you can pretty much get him.
Yeah.
And that guy, you're talking about John King. He's lefty, pretty
Hey,
good.
I mean, hey, when you're in 13 innings pitching in the season, hey, he's one bad game away from not being that, but we'll see.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Best team in baseball, NL East, the Atlanta Braves. They're officially right now the best team in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Their only weakness in their lineup right now is third base and left field. That's it. And Austin Riley's going to come back. Austin Riley's going to catch on. I think that's going to happen. But Matt Olson is at his peak. Drake Baldwin coming off his Rookie of the Year season, not currently having a sophomore slump. He's got 8 home runs right now as a catcher. Drake Baldwin's taken over the league as like, hey, I think I'm the best hitting catcher. Ozzie Albies having a career year. Mauricio Dubon, a pickup from the Astros, having a great season. Michael Harris II, finally returning to form. Ronald Acuna, this is the one downfall, just went down. Like he hurt, I think he tore a hamstring or something.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He said it was a light tear on the hamstring, but we'll see.
Preventive, yeah.
Yeah. Now,
but the guy that's carrying that team is Matt Olson.
Yeah. Matt Olson is the carrier.
He is
13 doubles, 11 home run, 30 RBI, leading the league in RBI.
Leading the National League in home runs, leading the major leagues in doubles.
Yeah.
Leading the major leagues in 30 RBIs.
Yeah.
With Drake Baldwin right behind him at 29.
Yeah. The Drake Baldwin's looking like he might be the real deal. So hopefully that continues. Their problem is they don't have a deep bench. Their bench is not very strong. Their starting pitching, on the other hand, super strong. Very, very strong starting pitching. Bryce Elder, Chris Sale, Martin Perez, Ronaldo Lopez, they're all looking really, really good. Their bullpen's looking pretty good. Raisel Iglesias on the IL, but again, they have a lot of bullpen guys that are actually getting the job done. I'm saying the Braves right now, they're the team to beat in the National League right now.
I agree.
All right.
Oh, without a doubt.
Let's jump divisions to the Central, and we're going to start from the top at the Central this time. Let's talk about the 2 teams at the top of that division. I know. Do you want to talk about the Reds? Or you want to talk about the Cubs first?
Well, the Reds have hit the wall, and I'll tell you what happened to the Reds is injuries. Their pitching staff's been deleted. Now, I used to think Nick Krall was a moron. He is the head of baseball operations in Cincinnati, and to me right now, he's looking like a genius. He said, we can't trade any of our starting pitching, even though we've got 7 of them, because we're not as deep as you think we are. Well, right now, 4 of them are on the IL.
Yeah.
So he's looking like a genius.
Yeah.
He really is.
You got 3 hitters on that team that are doing great, and the other guys need to step up. Key Brian Hayes, I think defense is great, but I think he needs to go, man. Can't hit.
Key Brian Hayes does need to go. He needs to be a bench player for a high contender, and not the Reds.
No, he's not the starting guy.
We can, as soon as we get Geno Suarez back, he can play third base, as can Sal Stewart, as can Spencer Steer. We've got 3 or 4 guys that can play third base adequately.
So do you think the Reds are as strong as their record shows?
Their record is, well, let me just put it in perspective. 5 days consecutive baseball. Today is Sunday. In the last 5 games, their backup catcher has thrown 5 innings. So, no, they're not as good as their record.
Okay. All right. Well, let's look at the Cubs.
The Cubs are better than their record. The Cubs are bad. They're awesome.
Yeah, and when we say bad, it's like good bad. Because their lineup is pretty stout, man. Carson Kelly's hitting again. Nico Horner is well worth his contract right now.
Nico
Dansby
Horner is
Swanson
really good.
doing
Swanson, but their guy, the guy that scares me the most is not their best guy, but he is their best guy, and that's Ian Happ. Ian Happ is bad news, man. He is just incredible.
The DH they got is pretty good too, Moises Ballesteros.
He's good. Same with Suzuki, but PCA is coming back to being PCA, even though he's only hitting 230.
I really think PCA is going to be, an average to above average hitter, with really good defense.
If you're an average to above average hitter with really good defense in center field, I'll take you.
It's Jason Hayward. It's Jason Hayward.
There you go. Hayward's a right fielder. This guy's a center fielder.
Yeah, but Jason Hayward, for a while, was had that. Oh, he's going to be great, and then he kind of fell off, and then was just kind of up and down.
But the strength of the Cubs, their lineup's really, really good.
Yeah, bullpen's great.
But their strength is the pitching staff.
The two starters are. The other ones are okay, right? Imanaga and Cabrera are really good.
Yes.
The rest are kind of midfield, mid-range, so to speak.
They are, and they're bullpen stopper.
And here's the team that's shocking everybody is the St. Louis Cardinals, man.
That's right. They're tied with the Reds.
They are
second place.
They just
with 20 wins and 13 losses.
Took 3 out of 4 from the Dodgers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that shows you two things. Number one, the Cardinals are for real.
Yeah.
And number two, the Dodgers are beatable.
And the Dodgers are starting to show their age, man. And
I agree.
They're starting to show their age.
I said that earlier in a podcast that we did about predictions.
Yeah. And thank the Cardinals for letting Jordan Walker just play.
Oh, man, that guy can hit.
That whole team right now is hitting and hitting well. The rookie J.J. Weatherholt is hitting. Alec Burleson's hitting.
Everybody's pumped up about him. When we go to the ballpark in about 3 weeks, when we go up to KC, you got 2 Cardinal fans that are riding with us, and I'm going to promise you we hear J.J. Weatherholtz about 50 times.
Okay. And you know what the funny thing is, too? Like that week we're going to watch KC versus New York, right?
Yeah.
And that same week I'm going to St. Louis on that weekend for a Warhammer tournament. And I'm going to go watch the Cubs and the Cardinals on that Friday.
Oh, man. And that might be the Reds have the Cubs now for 4.
Yeah.
Coming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. They go to Wrigley for 4. Tomorrow they're starting a AAA guy named Carson. He's nobody. And then they're putting it together, man. They are hurting right now. They got 3 starting pitchers. That's it.
I think the big weakness for the Cardinals, though, is still the starting pitching. They did their back end of that rotate, actually from 3 to 5 or maybe 2 to 5. It's just not there,
Yeah.
And the bullpen's shaky. So the Cardinals are just getting it done with offense pretty much. So is it longevity? We'll see. And here's the thing about the NL Central. The next 2 teams we're talking about, the Brewers and the Pirates, they're about the same.
There.
They're right there.
They're right there.
Like every
the Pirates
team
just swept the Reds. They beat them by 9. They beat them by 10, and they beat them 1-0 today.
Every team in the NL Central has a better or either at or a better level than every team in the AL Central. And every team in the NL Central has a better record than every team in the AL West.
Mm-hmm.
Like the NL Central, they came to play this year, man. The Brewers doing Brewer things under Pat Murphy. They're just getting it done.
Well, they're going to beat up on each other this week.
Yeah.
The Cardinals play the Brewers. The Reds play the Cubs.
Jacob Mizorowski for the Brewers, he's looking good.
I work with a Brewers fan. He's a Mizorowski fan.
Well, yeah. Do they call him the Miz?
Mm-hmm.
So you ever watch the episode of Seinfeld where Elaine falls for a guy and they just show his eyes and he has like these dreamy eyes and she doesn't know why she's falling for him, and then Jerry finds out that he's done a television commercial called He's the Wiz, and he's a furniture salesman and he's like, I'm the Wiz, and he marches around this goofy little tone, but when they say it's the Miz, I start going over that in my head where it's like, I'm the Miz, just like the Seinfeld episode. So every time somebody says the Miz, that's what goes through my head. So
I think you're going to get 3 playoff teams out of that division.
I wouldn't doubt it, man. I would not doubt it. I mean, the Brewers pitching just still so good. They keep on doing it. And here's the Pirates. Oh man, they got the young dude. You always want to see the young rookie come up and be the stud, and that's with Connor Griffin with the Pirates, right?
He ain't got another double today.
It's
Put it
hitting
over to
260.
TJ
He's hitting
Friedel, who should get rid of
260
him.
in 28 games as a 20-year-old. He's hanging in there, man. He's hanging in there and playing with the big boys. O'Neal Cruz is kind of back to his good form.
O'Neal Cruz leading the league in striking out, but drove in game-winning the only run today.
Can't play a lick of center field, but hey.
No, he can't play center field to save his life.
Yeah.
He needs to be playing DH.
I don't know. Like I honestly, I think it's either left field or maybe third base, second base. I don't know where you put this guy.
No.
He's just
But the DH for them is kind of, I mean, he's 35.
Hey,
Marcell Ozuna.
and here's the thing. They have one of the most unsung baseball stars on their team playing second base right now. Nobody talks about Brandon Lau.
Brandon Lau is good.
And Brandon Lau
He's
perhaps
good.
might be the best second baseman of the 2020s. And nobody talks about this. Right? We have got Ketel Marte, who's up there. But if you look at Brandon Lau, for his decade that he's, or the decade that he's been, or sorry, but in this decade, the 2020s, because he's on that 2020s team that I made. Because I recognize that Brandon Lau is a stud. And he's good. And the Pirates picked him up. And he's got an OPS of 145 at second base.
Yeah, which is off the chart. Right.
Yeah. Now Paul Skeens has been touched up for 2 games this year, but he's still being Paul Skeens.
Okay, now you do know the stat about Paul Skeens, right? He's 0-5 against the Cardinals.
Is that his dynamite or kryptonite? Excuse me. Is that his kryptonite right now?
He can't beat the Cardinals. He's got a 2.75 ERA against the Cardinals, and he's 0-5.
And you know what? With Paul Skeens, I'll take it because I know another potential Hall of Fame, actually definite Hall of Fame pitcher. Because I can't call Paul Skeens definite Hall of Fame right now, but a definite Hall of Fame pitcher named Clayton Kershaw. He couldn't beat the Cardinals, but he's going to the Hall of Fame. So hey,
yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
some teams just do it to you, man.
Yeah.
They got your number.
yeah.
They got you.
All right, so that's the NL Central. They're the best division in
I'll
the
take
league right
Paul
now.
Skeens on my team any day.
Absolutely. Let's look at the AL Central. We got the Cleveland Guardians and the Detroit Tigers and the Chicago White Sox. All there grasping at each other's throats. Who do you think now the Guardians have the best record. They're 18-16, but the Tigers are at 500, 17-17. The White Sox are 16-17. Out of those 3 teams, which team do you think it has the best shot to win that division?
I don't think any of them will. I think the Royals will.
Okay, let's start with the Royals. Why do you think the Royals will?
I like their pitching can get solid if it gets healthy, and their bats are going to come to life. Plus, they've run off. I want to say they've run off like 7 out of 8 or something like that they've won.
Jack Caglianone's definitely had he's starting to have his coming out party essentially.
7-3 in the last 10.
Yeah,
Royals. They've won 3 in a
Pasquantino's
row.
hitting a little bit better. Bobby Witt doing Bobby Witt things. If he can step
But
it
he
up,
can't hit home runs. Witt's not hitting for power right now, and I think that's going to change. I really believe that is going to change.
yeah,
I think Witt's going to go 30-30. I was talking to JR the other day about Witt, and he's going to do. He's only got 2 homers this year, or whatever it is. Let me look him up here real quick.
he's got 2.
Witt.
Yeah, he's got 2.
He's got 2 homers. I said he's still going to go 30-30. He's going to go 30-30. Give him some time, because the other guys hit behind him. He hits in the 2-hole. And then he's got Pasquantino, Perez, Caglione, Garcia. He's got all these guys hitting in the lineup with him. The Royals have a solid lineup. Their bullpen is what's letting them down right now. And that's what we were talking about, is their bullpen was just like yuck. Their big save guy was not doing their saves, and they just didn't have it. And
Yeah, no,
they're going to come around. They're going to come around.
we'll see. We'll see.
I'm picking them to win that division.
I think initially on our predictions I probably picked the Royals. I can't remember what I said, but the Guardians right now again have a good manager. They have a solid core team they've been using, surrounded by Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez is not having a good year so far. He's stolen a lot of bases, but his average and his production's a little bit low for what it usually is. And that's pretty much the height of their hitting, except for like the rookie guy they got, Chase DeLauder, who's doing well. He's 155 OPS plus. It's really great. But that's pretty much all they have. They're starting pitching. They got a 1-2 combo that's really great with Gavin Williams and Parker Messick, right? Those two guys back to back are studs. And I think Gavin Williams is going to be a frontline guy for Cy Young this year. I really do.
Okay.
Yeah. Now the Tigers, if we look at the Tigers 500 ball club, their hitting is good. They have solid hitting.
Well, they've got a guy that I really like, Kevin McGonigal.
Oh, he's great. He's got a 2.0 WAR so far in the first month.
I like him, man. I like this kid. He is 21 years. He's a rookie, right?
Yeah.
He is. Yeah. This guy's good. This guy. That's all I can say about him. He's just good.
Yeah. Riley Green's doing well. Kerry Carpenter's doing an average Kerry Carpenter. Tarek Skubal looks on pace to win another Cy Young again.
We didn't have to play against him. We beat 2 out of 3. We beat the Tigers, but we didn't have to face Skubal.
Yeah. Framer Valdez has kind of found his groove.
I'm going to tell you one that's disappointing on that team's Flaherty. Flaherty's just not their guy.
No.
He just, right now, he's just not their guy.
I think ever since the Reds lit up Kenley Jansen, Kenley Jansen has been the same.
Yeah, we were on the phone on that one, weren't we?
Yep, we were. Yeah.
And I told you the Reds had him right where they wanted him. The Reds were down by 2 in the bottom of the 9th inning. And I told Gentry, I said, we got him right where we wanted him. He goes, you got Kenley Jansen coming in. The guy just picked up a save to move past Lee Smith. He's like the 3rd best closer in the history of baseball. I said, I know. We got him right where we want him. First two guys get out. There's 2 outs, and then you get base hit, home run. Kenley Jansen loses the game.
And then here's a team that I don't think has a hope and a prayer, and that is the Minnesota Twins. I do want to see a cool season out of Byron Buxton, though. He's already got 10 home runs, so hopefully.
Yeah, but he's an injury waiting to happen.
Yeah, he is, but he's an exciting player.
If he has an injury-free season, the guy is maybe the MVP.
He doesn't drive out enough runs, and he doesn't steal bases anymore. And he doesn't walk a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, he might be he's not going to be a 30-30 guy. I think he stopped stealing bases, man. That's probably why he's not getting hurt as much as he stopped running as much. But their pitching starting pitching is pretty good. I think they just lost. Joe Ryan went out with an injury, but Taj Bradley's been very good for him. Bailey Ober's been good. Their other guy. I mean, the Twins can pitch. They just are not hitting very well at all right now.
Yeah.
But I just don't think they have. I don't think they have what it takes to win. So we got the West to go, and let's start out with let's do the West. We got the Athletics, man. The A's with Nick Kurtz in his 20-game consecutive streak of drawing a walk.
Yeah,
it ended yesterday. It ended yesterday.
Did it end? Okay.
Yeah. But he's leading the league in 34 walks. That's all of baseball. He's just not hitting for average, and his power numbers are there. It's on pace for 35 home runs or so. Which is good.
They adjust. The league adjusts. The baseball's again. Remember, beauty of the game's 162.
But here's the guy for the A's, man,
adjust.
And his name's Shea Langoliers.
Go.
Bangaliers, man, bangarang.
Is he a catcher?
He's the catcher, and he's leading the league in hits.
Yes,
and he's leading the league in batting average.
He's got like 10 homers, I think.
10 homers, leading the league in batting average, leading the league in hits. Like it's Bangaliers, man, Bangaliers. I love this guy. Yeah. He's one of the biggest threats in the league right now. Now. Do they have anything else going on offensively? Absolutely not. So it's like Rooker hasn't been hitting a lot. He was hurt for a bit. Butler has fallen off the face of the earth. But dude, some of these guys' OPS pluses are just really, really bad. They did call up a rookie, a 29-year-old rookie named Carlos Cortez, who's kind of taken the baseball world by storm, hitting 387 OPS plus and 193 OPS over 1,000. He's really, really good right now, but hey, he's a 29-year-old rookie. We'll see what he can do in the long run. Now, the A's have had better starting pitching what they've had in the past, and their bullpen is mediocre. They have a few good guys. Other good guys they're okay. So the A's are basically a 500 team, right? But here's the thing about
500 will win that division.
It will. That's the thing about the AL West, because the next 2 teams we're going to talk about, the Rangers and the Mariners, are right there with them, like a game and a half back. And the Rangers, kind of the same thing going on with the A's. The Rangers have 2 or 3 guys that can hit: Brandon Nimmo, Corey Seager, and Josh Young. The rest of them are not hitting. The Rangers pitching, they got Jacob deGrom, a 38-year-old Jacob deGrom. That's what they got in the starting pitching right now. Eovaldi's starting to look his age. Mackenzie Gore, try to pitch in Texas. I don't know if he's got what it takes. And then Kumar
Shame
Rock.
about DeGrom on that team too, because they paid big bucks, and the big bucks was injured.
For the first, I mean, he won,
lost 2 seasons.
well, I mean, he was on the World Series winning team with them. He didn't play. He played like the first month or so, then got hurt, but
Right.
he's still a part of that team. So he did win a title with them. Now the Rangers have a great bullpen though, man. Lance, Alexander, Junis, and Beeks. Those guys are good, but
Yeah.
I mean, they just can't hit. Now we look at the Mariners. They're kind of in a similar situation. Cal Raleigh is starting to look like, hey, that was a one and done type of year, bro.
Agreed.
I mean, he's got.
But, you mentioned before we go any further. You mentioned on the bullpen for the
Rangers,
and you were talking to a couple guys, and you mentioned Jalen Beeks.
Yeah.
This is a kid I know.
Oh, okay.
He went to school here in Arkansas, a little town called Prairie Grove.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes, and I umpired a game that kid pitched in a state tournament back in either 09 or 2010. And he pitched for Prairie Grove, and they were playing Nashville, Arkansas. And the 2 pitchers in that game, I was behind home plate that game. They set the record for a state tournament, most strikeouts combined by 2 pitchers. Remember, there's 42 outs, 37 were strikeouts. Out of 42 outs, 37 strikeouts.
That's why he's a major leaguer.
Both of them pitched a complete game, and that's 7 innings each. And the Prairie Grove Tigers came out on top. I want to say it was 2-1.
Yeah.
There were home runs in that game. They hit long balls. Yes.
Well,
but Beeks is just nothing shakes that kid.
Yeah.
And I call him a kid. He's 32.
Yeah.
He's one of the nicest guys that you'll ever meet. His family's wonderful. And he's right here from Prairie Grove, Arkansas.
Well, good. Now, the Mariners' offense isn't terrible. It had a really bad start. Maybe Raleigh's going to bounce back. Justin Naylor's going to bounce back.
Do you think Raleigh's going to bounce back, or do you think
he's got 7 home runs, so it looks like he can hit 30 and probably hit 215, 220.
Well, seven right now is on pace for 40.
Right, but he's a catcher. He's not going to play. I don't think he's going to play as much as he did last year. Right, okay. So I think if he winds up with 30, hitting like 215, 220 with an OPS around 110, I think, hey, that's where Cal Raleigh is. That's who he is. Okay. He just had a freakish season last year, and
agreed.
Yeah,
agreed.
And hey, but we never know. He might just say, "Oh, well, I was in a slump," but right now he's in a 129 at bat slump. So we'll see what happens. But Randy Rosarina's hitting for him. Julio Rodriguez has started coming around for him. Luke Raley's hitting for him. Yeah. Like the Mariners are hitting except for a couple of guys. And then their pitching isn't that bad. They're just not winning. I think the biggest problem with the Mariners right now is their closer. Andres Munoz, he's not senior smoke right now. This guy's got a 5.5 ERA and only 6 saves.
Yeah, but you think about this. You think about this on a reliever. A 5.5 ERA might mean that out of his 13 innings, one of them he got lit up for 4 runs.
And he probably gave up maybe a 3-run homer here and there.
Might have been. He's allowed 8 earned runs and 2 homers. Okay. Let me look him on the Major League site here. Let me check him out on the Major League sites. Seattle Mariners, because MLB, I'll go to stats here. They'll tell me how many save opportunities that he's had. Okay, let's go to pitching on them. And later. Okay, let's see. Andres Munoz. He's had 6 saves out of 8 opportunities. So twice he's been blown up. All right. And that's probably why his ERA is where it is.
And I mean, he also is, I mean, he's just not, he'll figure it out. All right. Well,
6 out of 8 is 75%. That's league average. That's not elite. Elite is 85%.
Okay.
But 6 out of 8 is league average. That's good for a closer. That's real good. I want my closer closing.
All right. So out of those 3 teams, out of those A's, Mariners, Rangers, who do you think is going to take it out of those 3 so far?
I'm rooting for the A's. I really want to see the A's do it because I want to see them play in Sacramento in the World Series.
That'd be hilarious.
In front of a whopping 7,000
I'm rooting
fans.
for the A's as well, but I think the Mariners I still think the Mariners have the team.
I think so too, come the long run. And I'll tell you, don't sleep on Houston, even though they're playing
I am gonna
horrible
sleep. I'm gonna
baseball.
sleep on Houston. I really am. I just
I hope that they're bad because I want Jordan Alvarez to play for the Reds.
Jordan Alvarez is great this year.
He
Christian
is.
Walker's been
He's
great
really
this
good.
year. You
He's
know,
really good. Yeah.
Carlos Correa has been good this year. They have like a really good, decent lineup. It's just their pitching. Their best pitcher right now is Spencer Arrighetti, who's been great for 23 innings, and we'll see how long that goes. But their starting pitcher is lackluster. Their bullpen is not where it needs to be. The Japanese import they bought, Tatsuya Imai, is not what they thought he was. He got hurt real quick, and his ERA was high, and so they made a bad investment, I think, so far with him. Hunter Brown, their ace, is on the IL. They just don't things don't look good for them. But Brian Abreu, who was supposed to be for a long time was their ace reliever, he's looks like he might be done. Dude, the Astros don't look good. They're just as good right now as the Los Angeles Angels, whose best player, surprise, surprise, Mike Trout.
Trout's now. Do you think that the Trout's where he's going to be a 250 hitter hitting 40 homers?
I think that is his mid to late 30s shtick. It looks like he's going to be a 250 hitter. You know, okay. I think I think he needs to be traded. They really need to trade him. I don't want him to end his career in the Angels. I'm sorry, Angels fans out there. I apologize.
It's tough to pick up a $40 million contract.
It is. But man, like I don't.
I understand. Let me look at how.
But is he going to be a one-team guy, and that's what's getting him in the Hall? Even if he gets,
he's a Hall of Famer if he quit today.
Yeah. But again,
look at his contract and see when he's up.
He's but again, he's
he's signed through 2030.
Yeah. He's going to be 38, 39 years old.
38 years old.
Yeah.
So he's got this year, then he's got 4 more years at 37 million.
Now, people have been talking
Who's
about.
Who's going to pick that up?
I want to do a quick.
Probably pay half of that. Angels probably pay half of that to get 4 prospects.
I don't even know who would do that. It would have to be. I don't know. That's a.
Well, you know that age 35, if the ballpark's big, he can't play center field for you.
He's playing center field right now.
He can't play the center field and give you the center fielder that you need.
Look, I'm going to do a quick stat thing on Mike Trout. And everybody's been talking about him from the 2020s till now. And now, he hasn't played over 100 games except for twice from 2020 until now, right? But Mike Trout still has, through average from 2020 until now, still averages a 153 OPS plus, a 918 OPS. He's hit 130 home runs, 129 home runs in the 2020s. Now, if he actually was on the field and played more, man, that would probably be double. But so Mike Trout is still a solid stud all-star. It's just he's just got to stay on the field, you know. Yeah. But that's pretty much what the Angels have going for them.
It's tough to be a 153 OPS plus at about 260.
Yeah.
You know.
Now here's the thing. That's their star. That's why you go watch. That's why you go watch the Angels, is to watch Mike Trout. But there's one guy in the.
I've seen him play. I saw him hit a double, and I was a fan then. And then I saw him strike out to end the game.
There's one guy on the Angels right now that's probably the pitcher of the month, and that's Jose Soriano.
Jose Soriano is
lights out. He's 5-1, 42 innings pitched. He's just so good. But the Angels and the Astros, I don't think have a chance because they got to go on a run. Now let's move to the NL West, and let's talk about a team that probably made a managerial buffoonery pick, and this is the San Francisco Giants.
Totally agree
with
you.
Tony Vitello.
Yes, and what the sad part is he's proving everybody right that a college manager doesn't need to be in the major leagues.
Who do you think the best player of the Giants is right now?
Oh man.
Who leads the Giants in WAR? It's Luis Arraez.
Yeah, and I think he'll be traded.
I would agree with you because he's great trade bait. He's not gonna cost you a lot, and he's doing what Luis Arraez does, but that he doesn't hit for power. He just hits for average, which I love. but they're solid guys. Like they signed for
Let's
long-term
talk
contracts.
Moneyball. Let's talk the Moneyball scenario. On base percentage for Luis Arias is only 343.
That's better than average.
Okay, that's his on base percentage
Yeah,
at a 317 batting average. The guy never
that's
saw a pitch he didn't like.
yeah.
The guy
Like,
likes to swing the bat.
he doesn't. He doesn't strike out, but he doesn't walk.
Right. I would love to have him. Oh man, what would I would trade for him? I would trade today to get that guy on the Reds.
Okay, but here's the thing: name a team that's had Luis Arias that has gone deep into the playoffs.
San Diego.
Yeah, they went maybe they didn't like that for one run, but he was with them for what 2.5 years or so.
They went to head with the Dodgers.
But
They should have had him and they'd lost.
Luis Arias, I mean, he's a great hitter, but he hasn't proven himself in big moments, and so
He was playing first base for them at that time too.
and he's
playing
not
first
valuable. He's
base.
not valuable as a first baseman whatsoever.
No, he's
like
not. He was
Rafael,
a second baseman.
Devers looks terrible. Adames looks terrible. Matt Chapman's only had one home run. I mean, their best hitter besides Arias is Casey Schmidt, their DH, who they took off of first base.
Yeah.
Pitching wise, Logan Webb looks not great.
The Devers move looks bad.
Yeah. Logan Webb's not great this year, kind of looking a little bit declinish there. We'll see if he picks it up. Robbie Ray looks good. Landon Roop looks good, but everything else on San Francisco, they got a great back half of the bullpen like they usually do. But again, I just have no faith in the Giants, man. They're just.
I don't think so either, and I think that their manager Tony is just.
Yeah.
I think
Buster Posey.
way
I think
over his head.
I think Posey made a blunder with getting that guy. Now the
Well,
Rock.
I think that he knew that he didn't have the team.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Okay, I think he knew that he didn't have the team, and so what he's going to do is he's going to do this with Fratello and prove that we can't do it, and then we're going to find a good manager to manage our farm teams that come up and play ball.
Yeah.
That we get for Mike Trout. We
Yeah.
get 5 prospects for Mike Trout.
And just briefly, the Rockies aren't the Rockies.
Mike Trout of Riot.
Yeah. Well, the Rockies aren't as bad as they used to be, so that's
Rockies have actually won as many series this year as they won, and it's May 1st.
Yeah.
They won as many series by May 1st as they won by August 30th.
They're still not good. They're still not good, but like
no, they're not good. They took the series from the Reds.
they got a young rookie that has promise, TJ Rumfield. We'll see how he goes.
Yeah.
The Diamondbacks, man, this team is so wishy-washy. I just don't know how to interpret the Diamondbacks.
I don't think Corbin Carroll is a superstar.
I do, dude. Corbin Carroll right now, 149 OPS plus, 4 stolen bases, 4 home runs, 4 triples, 7 doubles. Corbin Carroll's got a slugging percentage of 533, OPS of 909. Corbin Carroll is a star.
And I'll tell you another blunder I think they made was pulling Arenado.
He's average right now. He's in his like, hey, how long do I want to hang on to this? You know, he's in his Scott Rowland phase, man.
He's age 35.
He's a Scott Rowland.
The
No one
Diamondbacks could surprise you and get there.
Arenado and Scott Rowland are the same dude, I think. Like the guy for the there's some 34-year-old dude named Ildemaro Vargas who is hitting 388 right now, and
yes, he's hitting everything that's thrown up.
Yeah, and he's just, where'd this guy come from? He's a 34-year-old dude.
In 104 plate appearances, he's got 4 walks.
He's bounced around like everywhere.
So he's never seen anything he didn't like to swing at.
Yeah,
but the guy's hitting 3.
Like the thing about the Diamondbacks, their starting pitching just not good. Their bullpen's good. Their bullpen's really solid, but man, Zach Gallen looks like he's done again. Michael Soroka's tried to come back a numerous amount of times, but he's not there. When your best pitcher is Eduardo Rodriguez at 33 years old, you got some problems, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so 2 more teams left. We got the Padres.
Diamondbacks look like a sub 500 team.
Yeah. Right there. The Padres, they look balanced. Their lineup, I think, needs to be a little bit better, but the Padres always have hitting issues. The guy that has the major hitting issue for the Padres now is Fernando Tatis Jr. He hasn't hit a home run yet.
They moved him to the infield also.
They put him on second base. Yeah.
They got him on second base.
Well, because Cronenworth's hitting 150, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he done? 32 years old. Is he finished?
Their best hitter right now is Miguel Andujar.
And the Reds could have had him for nothing.
Yeah. The Padres, their offense doesn't look great. They're pitching 2 solid starters with Michael King and Randy Vasquez, but like I just don't have faith these guys are going to be these number 1 and 2 starters all year long and just be that impressive.
Now, you know, they also signed Nick Castellanos, who's hitting a robust 153.
Yeah, I've never been a huge proponent. Castellanos, he's a good baseball player, but he's just never been stellar.
No,
what the Padres do have is one of the best trading chips in the market, and that's Mason Miller.
They're not going to trade him because the Padres are going to be in the race.
No, they will. They're going to be an average team that wins ball games because their division's okay, and and there's.
When did Mason Miller give up a run?
A couple days ago.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah, and then we have finally the overaged and overpaid and probably overrated Los Angeles Dodgers right now,
who just lost a series to the
St. Louis Cardinals, man.
St. Louis Cardinals, that's right.
Shohei is being kind of average Shohei right now. Now, hitting wise, pitching wise, Shohei is great.
Yes.
30 innings, 0.6 ERA. He's their best pitcher right now. Right,
he's like the guy from the Angels,
and their starting pitching is just really good, except for Roki Sasaki. Roki Sasaki is starting to look like a failed experiment.
Yes,
he looks really, really bad. Their bullpen is just like a hodgepodge of dudes that, like, hey, are you going to be good for a while? Cool, go pitch for us, right? Is Mookie Blaylock? Is Mookie Betts done? He's been injured.
He's injured again, right?
He's only hitting 170. Is he done? Is Freddie Freeman hasn't looked good in the past couple of weeks? Max Muncy looks good for him. Teoscar is about average. Andy Pages has been great for him this year. Kyle Tucker is not the $40 million man right now.
No, he is not.
Yeah, so the Dodgers is just like, I don't know what to think of this team, man. Like, are they going to be a team that just kind of hangs on for the whole year and like, oh my gosh, at the end of the last month of the season, all of a sudden all their dudes are healthy and surprise.
What the Cardinals prove to you is they're very beatable.
Yeah,
they can be beaten.
The Dodgers, I think though, the Dodgers are one big major trade away from being like, okay, well, we're going to go get this guy now, and whoever that guy is.
Who's the guy on the Astros that I was talking about?
Jordan. Where are they going to put Jordan?
Right
like they put him in right field. Or maybe probably left field because that's where Teoscar is. But yeah, we'll see. All right. So who do you think wins that division? Padres or Dodgers?
I want to say the Dodgers are going to hold out because of the money.
Okay. Well, that's our segment on the status of the league. I hope you enjoyed it. Now we're going to start our final segment of the show, and we're going to end on this. And we're going to do a new thing. We're going to do this every month. We're going to name our National League players and American League players of the month and our National and American League pitchers of the month. All right, so I'll start. Okay, and we have to pick a different guy. So if I pick your guy, you got to pick a different dude. Okay.
All
right. So I'm going to start. Let's start in the National League. My National League player of the month, I think I'm going to give it to, and this is going to be an offensive guy. My National League player of the month, I'm going to give it to Matt Olson. I think for April, like he's the one that really, I think, was the glue to that Braves team. So I'm picking Matt Olson as my 2026 April player of the month.
Okay.
Who do you got for your NL player of the month?
I can't blame you there. I think Matt Olson's pretty darn good. Man, tough call right here, but I'm gonna say somebody that built a surprising team that's just kicking everybody's butt right now, and I'm gonna go with Jordan Walker.
Oh, you're going Jordan Walker over Sal Stewart. Nice.
Stewart's faded the last few games. He's hitting.
Well, we're talking about April though. We're
I know it. We're just talking April. And Sal faded bad in April. He went from 350 to 290. I mean, 280.
Jordan Walker's a solid choice though. So there you go.
Jordan Walker is playing baseball. Man.
All right. So Star Power Baseball is players of the month for the NL. Jordan Walker and Matt Olson. Now for our National League pitchers of the month.
Ooh, pitchers.
I am going to pick the return. I'm going to stay in the NL East. I'm going to pick Sandy Alcantara. He's returned. He's back to form, and I think he's going to help that Marlins team be a thorn in the side for the year. That's my National League pitcher of the month.
That's not a bad choice, but I'm going Chris Sale.
Chris Sale for the Braves. My other mind, I was thinking Shohei. I was wanting to go Shohei, but
Chris Sale's just wow.
Yeah. So those are National League pitchers of the month. We have Chris Sale for the Braves and Sandy Alcantara for the Marlins. So those are our National League players and pitchers of the month. Now, for our AL players of the month, I'm going to let you start in the AL. Okay, because I started the NL, you get to start the AL. So who is your AL player of the month?
Oh man, I'm not going to steal your thunder. I'm going to let it ride. But all right, I'm going to steal your thunder. No, I'm not. I'm going to go Yordan Alvarez.
Yordan Alvarez. Okay, so he's great month. Who? How are you going to try to steal my thunder? Who do you think I was going to pick?
Ben Rice.
Okay, that's who I'm going to pick.
I figured you would. I mean, I don't want to steal your thunder. I'm going to let you talk about Ben Rice.
I think.
I know you're a fan now. Go ahead. And
Ben Rice is.
Even though they benched him for a while, idiot up there. What's that manager's name? Boone.
Aaron Boone. Aaron Boone's like, I think his Aaron Boone's claim to fame now is like how every Yankee fan just doesn't like Aaron Boone, but he keeps on winning with the team. He just can't win the World Series.
So talk about Ben Rice. Go for it.
Ben Rice is one of the hardest hit ball rate guys in the league. This guy hits the ball just as hard as the top tier studs. He's a 27-year-old guy. This is his third season with the Yankees. He's finally starting to like get his full time at first base, and he's actually a natural catcher. But I think putting him at first base full time, he's going to be in the peak of his career right now, and I'd like to see 3 or 4 seasons from Ben Rice where he's just on fire, because I think he's a
They've
great.
They've got to play him against lefties and righties.
They got to play him. They got to play him the full time. They got to play him full time, but they can go Rice, Judge, Bellinger, and that's what they've been doing. They've been doing that lefty righty thing, you know. And so he's pretty much a glue for the Yankees. All right, so AL pitcher of the month. You get to go first. You get to go first.
No. Oh, no. I get to go first?
Yeah, you get to go first.
This is easy. Yeah. So for me, this is easy. Los Angeles Angels out of Anaheim, Jose Soriano.
Good for you. And you know what? I'm glad you picked him first, because I'm going to pick another guy. And we didn't talk about this guy earlier. And it's a second-year pitcher in the AL East, and I'm sticking with the Yankees. I'm going to be biased. So I'm going with Schlittler, dude. Like, that guy was insane for April, man.
Only batting average against is 168 with an 074 whip.
I mean, come on. It's him or Max Fried, but Schlittler is a little bit better than Fried right now. I'm just saying. So I'm picking 2 Yankees as my players just because I'm trying not to be biased here, but man, Schlittler is a solid pitcher for April. So that's our
go Soriano because you're 5-1 for a crappy team.
Yeah. So our players of the month are Yordan Alvarez and Ben Rice for the AL for 2026 in April, and our pitchers for April of the month are Jose Soriano and Cam Schlittler. So thank you for listening to the Star Power Cast. We appreciate you. Make sure to like us and follow us. Check out our Facebook page and just check out Star Power Baseball. Dennis, you got anything else you want to say?
Man, I thought we did. I thought we covered pretty much a lot of stuff in an hour.
All right.
It was really good.
Excellent. And everybody out there, remember that the dice are nice, but
the spin is in Star Power Baseball.